Hi class, welcome to Module 14. We're going to be studying the concepts of correlation and regression in this unit. So let's take a look at what we want to be thinking about. So in the last module, we were talking about analyzing categorical variables, and for the test for independence, we were looking at if there was a relationship between these things. Now what we're going to see is we're going to do the same types of questions, but for quantitative variables. Is there a relationship or dependence between two quantitative variables? So one thing that you may want to do before you attack this module is just to review some of the basics of slopes and y-intercepts that you learned in your algebra classes prior to this. So those are things that are going to come back and be used in this module as well. Second, or I guess third, what we have is a lot of conditions that are going to appear here. We keep checking these conditions: independence, randomness, being a large enough distribution to use our chi-squared z or t distribution. And now what we're going to be seeing is that we have multiple conditions that we need to be able to look at, and they are a lot more complex. So pay close attention to those, practice it, and make sure that you are understanding how to analyze these conditions to use linear regression. Lastly, you're going to be talking about these values for these equations of lines and these values for what we call a correlation coefficient. And they're going to help us in determining if there's a relationship. But one key thing to keep in the back of your head is that if we do find a correlation or a relationship, this does not imply causation. Many times people will want to make that assumption that, oh, because there was a relationship, one thing causes the other. But remember that the only way we can come up with a causation type of relationship is if we have a well-designed experiment. So just keep that in mind as you're making your way through this module. And if you have any questions, post them to the discussion board. I will be happy to answer them, and hopefully you will get through this second to last concept that's going to be on the final. Good luck.